Introduction: the beauty and the risks. South Africa captivates with its wildlife, beaches, and cultural diversity, but it grapples with one of the world's highest crime rates. According to a 2024 Statista report, South Africa recorded 45.8 murders per 100,000 people, among the highest globally. For travelers and migrants, understanding these risks is critical to safely enjoying the Rainbow Nation. Drawing from SAP's data, ex-posts, and web-based research, we'll explore 10 crime types, their prevalence, and the insurance needed to mitigate them. Whether you're planning a short visit, long-term move, or relocation, this guide will equip you to navigate South Africa's challenges. 1. Road-based robbery and assault using spikes, rocks, or obstacles. The risk: criminals in South Africa frequently use spikes, rocks, or obstacles to ambush drivers, forcing them to stop or crash, then robbing or assaulting them. Ex-posts highlight incidents like rocks thrown on the N4 between Bronkhorstspruit and Witbank, June 6, 2021, or spikes damaging an ambulance's tires on the R80 near Pretoria, May 11, 2024. An Arrive Alive 2023 report notes that spiking incidents are rising, particularly on highways like the N1 and N4, with robbers exploiting isolated areas at night, with Gauteng, Western Cape, and KwaZulu-Natal as hotspots. SAPS recorded 41,029 aggravated robberies in 2023 and 2024, many involving road-based tactics, up 5.8% from the previous year. Travelers' risk: tourists renting cars or migrants driving in urban centers like Gauteng or on highways face significant risks. Nighttime travel or remote routes increase vulnerability to these calculated attacks. Insurance needs: comprehensive car insurance covers vehicle damage from spikes, rocks, or crashes. Sanlam's 2024 insurance guide recommends including roadside assistance for breakdowns in high-risk areas. Personal accident insurance protects against injuries from assaults, as outlined by Discovery Insurance. Travel insurance with emergency evacuation covers medical emergencies or extraction from dangerous situations, per hauler travel insurance. Tips: avoid driving at night, especially on the N4, R80, or N3. Use apps like Waze for real-time road hazard alerts. If you hit an obstacle, drive to a populated area before stopping, as advised by the South African Police Service, SAPS. 3. Carjacking and vehicle-related robbery. The risk: carjacking is a major threat, often violent. Ex-posts describe Uber drivers hijacked in Kebra and shot execution style, April 17, 2024, or robbed at gunpoint in Philippi, July 13, 2024. SAPS's 2023 to 2024 crime statistics reported 22,147 carjackings, with Johannesburg and Cape Town as hotspots. Gauteng accounts for 49.5% of cases. Criminals use signal jammers or ambushes at traffic lights, often with firearms. 72% of aggravated robberies involve guns. Travelers' risk: tourists and migrants driving in urban areas or townships like Philippi are prime targets, especially at night or in high-crime zones. Insurance needs: comprehensive car insurance with hijacking coverage, reimburses for stolen vehicles as offered by MiWai. Personal effects insurance covers stolen valuables like phones or laptops per budget insurance. Personal accident insurance protect against injuries or death during violent carjackings, per Old Mutual. Tips: keep windows up and doors locked, as recommended by SAPS. Use anti-theft devices and avoid stopping in isolated areas. If confronted, comply to prioritize safety, per Crime Watch SA. 3. Carjacking and vehicle-related robbery. The risk: Carjacking is a major threat, often violent. Ex-post describe Uber drivers hijacked in Quebra and shot execution style. April 17, 2024, or robbed at gunpoint in Philippines, July 13, 2024. SAPS's 2023 to 2024 crime statistics reported 22,147 carjackings, with Johannesburg and Cape Town as hotspots. Gauteng accounts for 49.5% of cases. Criminals use signal jammers or ambushes at traffic lights, often with firearms. 72% of aggravated robberies involve guns. Travelers' risk. Tourists and migrants driving in urban areas or townships like Philippi are prime targets, especially at night or in high-crime zones. Insurance needs. Comprehensive car insurance with hijacking coverage reimburses for stolen vehicles as offered by MIWI. Personal effects insurance covers stolen valuables like phones or laptops per budget insurance. Personal accident insurance protect against injuries or death during violent carjackings per Old Mutual. Tips: keep windows up and doors locked as recommended by SAPS. Use anti-theft devices and avoid stopping in isolated areas. If confronted, comply to prioritize safety per Crime Watch SA. 4. Cash-in-transit heists. The risk, cash-in-transit, CIT. Heists are highly organized, often involving explosives and automatic firearms. Ex-posts detail a heist in Limpopo where locals swarmed a bombed van, November 25, 2023, and another in KwaZulu-Natal, September 7, 2024. Fidelity Services Group reported 305 CIT heists in 2023, with Gauteng and Eastern Cape as key hotspots. SAPS reported 1,064 CIT heists in 2023 to 2024, with 29 cases in Q3 2024 alone, down from 46 the previous year due to SAPS interventions. Travelers' risk. While direct involvement is unlikely, tourists or migrants near heist sites on highways or in cities risk being caught in crossfire or chaos. Insurance needs. Travel insurance with personal liability coverage protects if inadvertently involved in a heist, per first for women insurance. Medical insurance covers injuries from gunfire or explosions, per Discovery Health. Trip interruption insurance reimburses disrupted travel plans, per Hollard. Tips: avoid lingering near armored vehicles or banks, especially in Gauteng. Stay alert for suspicious groups, as advised by the Institute for Security Studies, ISS. 5. Burglary and housebreaking. The risk: burglaries are widespread, with ex-posts noting break-ins in Krugersdorp, December 17, 2023, and the South Africa Rugby Union offices in Cape Town, November 14, 2023. SAPS reported 177,963 housebreaking incidents in 2023 to 2024, targeting valuables like laptops and solar panels. The Victims of Crime Survey, VOX, estimates 1.1 million households experienced housebreaking, highlighting underreporting. Travelers' risk. Tourists in hotels or Airbnbs and migrants in suburban homes, like Pretoria East, face risks, especially at night. Insurance needs. Home content insurance for migrants covers stolen or damaged property, per Sanlam. Travel insurance with baggage and personal belongings coverage protects valuables and accommodations, per Travel Insurance Consultants, TTC. Personal liability insurance covers legal costs if implicated in a burglary, per OUTsurance. Tips: choose accommodations with robust security, like gated estates or hotels with guards, as per SA Tourism. Use safes and avoid displaying wealth. 6. Street robbery and pickpocketing. The risk: street robberies and pickpocketing thrive in crowded, as well as isolated areas. Ex-Post reports cell phone snatchings in Hatfield, Pretoria, September 17, 2023, and robberies during the Springboks Parade, November 5, 2023. The ISS notes that street robbery is prevalent in Johannesburg's CBD and tourist hotspots. SAPS recorded 35,098 aggravated robberies in Q1 2024, averaging 390 daily. Travelers risk, tourists and markets, public transport, or events, and migrants in urban areas risk losing phones, wallets, or bags. Insurance needs. Travel insurance with personal belongings coverage reimburses stolen items per Santam. Personal accident insurance covers injuries from violent robberies per MIOI. Trip cancellation insurance covers disruptions from robberies per Hollard. Tips: use money belts, avoid crowded areas at night, and stay alert for distractions as advised by Crime Watch SA. Pickpockets often work in teams. 7. Other violent crimes, murder, assassination, etc. The risk: violent crimes like murders and targeted killings are rampant. Ex-Post report a taxi boss gunned down in Tembisa, February 21, 2023, and a resort owner stabbed, December 30, 2024. SAPS recorded 27,494 murders in 2023 to 2024, with taxi-related violence a key contributor. About 6,953 murders in Q3 2024, averaging 73 daily. Taxi-related violence and gang activity in townships like Nyanga drive these numbers. Travelers risk. Tourists and migrants may encounter violence in high-crime areas or during disputes, like taxi conflicts in Durban or Johannesburg. Tips: avoid townships, stay updated via X or News 24, and register with your embassy. 8. Immigration-related crime. The risk: crimes involving illegal immigrants include police chases and robberies. Ex-Post describe a Zimbabwean bus driver evading police with 65 undocumented passengers, January 22, 2024, and foreign Uber drivers robbed in Philippines, July 13, 2024. The ISS notes that xenophobic tensions fuel such crimes. Travelers risk. Migrants with uncertain legal status and tourists in taxis driven by foreigners risk involvement in these incidents, especially near borders. Tips: verify transport providers' legitimacy. Migrants should secure documentation per the Department of Home Affairs. 9. Rape and sexual offenses. The risk: South Africa has a high rate of sexual violence, with SAPS reporting 52,975 rape cases in 2023 to 2024. Sexual offenses often accompany robberies or home invasions, particularly in townships or isolated areas. In Q3 2024, 12,211 rapes were recorded, averaging 131 daily. Vox estimates over 68,000 sexual offenses annually due to underreporting. Women and children, especially in townships, are most at risk. Travelers risk. Female travelers and migrants are at higher risk, especially in high-crime zones or at night. Tips: travel in groups, avoid walking alone at night, and use reputable transport per SA Tourism. 10. Kidnapping and human trafficking. The risk: kidnapping and human trafficking are prevalent, often linked to carjacking or immigration crimes. Kidnapping has surged by 264% over the past decade, with SAPS reporting 17,061 kidnappings in 2023 to 2024, 51% in Gauteng. Of these, 44% were linked to aggravated robberies and 22% to other robberies. Ransom-driven kidnappings are rising, with 300 suspects arrested in 2 years. Travelers risk. Tourists and migrants in high-crime zones like Johannesburg risk express kidnappings or trafficking schemes. Tips: avoid sharing travel plans publicly, stick to populated areas, and register with your embassy per the ISS.